So in this video, we're going to be walking through my $15,000 crypto portfolio, as well as touching on my biggest regrets and my biggest mistakes so far this year, and how, by following some of the tips I've laid out in this video, hopefully you can avoid losing money like I did. And a bonus, stick around until the end, because I've actually provided 3 key resource tools that I use to research any cryptocurrency that I'm thinking about giving my hard-earned money towards. My name is Ryan Turner. This is the NoAutoPilot YouTube channel, where we aim to give you authentic, real, and honest information about everything cryptocurrency. If you want straight answers to tough questions, even if it's maybe not what you want to hear, this may be the channel for you. If you enjoy the content, consider liking and subscribing. So starting us off here, my single largest holding is in Ethereum. I own 2.7 ETH, which is around $6,000 as of the recording of this video. Now, I chose ETH because I really do believe it is the future of cryptocurrency. I think an event called the flippening is going to happen, where the overall market cap of Ethereum is going to outpace that of Bitcoin, and Ethereum is going to ascend into the leading token, leading crypto in all of crypto. Now, I know there's a lot of competitors out there. You look at your Sols, your ADAs, your Polkadots, and I think they are going to have great technology and definitely have a place in the market, but I don't think that they're going to have an opportunity to replace or supplant Ethereum. Ethereum's been live for a while. They have a tremendous amount of development going into their infrastructure and a ton of applications that have already been built on their technology. So my biggest mistake when it came to my Ethereum crypto is that I never staked it or I never lent it out. So right now, Binance has a 20% APY if you stake your Ethereum with their network. You can earn 20% on the money you put in. And then Celsius, which allows you to lend out your crypto, is earning 5% right now. So that's free money on the table that I could have been taken advantage of since January or February, and I didn't. So it's definitely something I'm going to be changing going into the future, because I'm not planning on selling my Ethereum anytime soon. So the next largest piece of my portfolio is in Kusama. I have 20 Kusama tokens that are valued around $4,300 as of the recording of this video. So I came across Kusama from Coin Bureau and Guy, who, by the way, is like crypto YouTubers' favorite YouTuber. So if you're not following his channel, you should definitely check it out. I'll link it down below. But he had mentioned that Kusama is going to have some of these parachain auctions on the horizon, and it may be an opportunity to participate. So if you didn't know, Kusama is actually a sister network of Polkadot. So Polkadot's its own blockchain, and Kusama is its own blockchain. The whole thought process behind it is that Kusama is going to be like a testing ground where developers can try features or functions that might be a little bit too risky for Polkadot. It might break something, it might not work, what have you, but it could also do exceptionally well. And that whole approach just really intrigued me. And actually their slogan is something along the lines of expect chaos, which I thought was super on point. So anyways, so through their parachain auction process, I took 10 of my Kusama tokens and I contributed them to the Kurara crowd loan. And what's cool about it is you contribute your Kusama tokens, they hold it for 48 weeks during their parachain, and then at the end, they actually give you your Kusama tokens back. So you're not really losing anything other than your tokens are locked up for 48 weeks. But the positive is they actually give you rewards equal to each Kusama token that you contributed. So I submitted, I think, 10 Kusama tokens to the Kurara crowd loan, and I'm going to get back, I think, around 160, 175 Kurara tokens. And although it's still early, and I'm sure this information is going to change, some of the initial information coming out is that those are worth around $38 USD. If that's the case, that's like, what, $6,000 plus that I made as net positive by the end of the next 48-week cycle. And I'll get my original Kusama back, which probably will appreciate in value from now to then. So I also went through and I contributed to another project called Moonbeam, which is also participating on the Kusama crowd loan. And they too are giving out rewards. So I contributed, I think, around 10, 11 tokens to them, and I should get back around 145, 160 Moonriver tokens. And same thing. So if it's valued around the same price point, then again, it could be a couple, several $1,000 gain from participating in the parachain auctions, while also getting back those original Kusama tokens. So super cool. So this investment, I feel, is probably going to be my best choice of the entire year. I don't have any regrets about anything I've done with this, other than I didn't buy Kusama tokens a year ago when it was like $20. But you can't go back in time. So other than that, I think this is going to work out really well. So the next largest part of my portfolio is in Polygon MATIC, which, as of writing of this video, I have around $2,764 in Polygon MATIC. Now, if you didn't know, Polygon is actually a scaling solution for Ethereum. So its whole thing is being able to bolt on top of Ethereum and solve some of those issues like scalability, security, and reducing gas fees. So I'm a huge believer that Ethereum is the future. Again, I do believe that that event called the flipping is going to occur. And as ETH 2.0 rolls out, it's going to be more accessible to developers because gas fees and some of those things are going to be addressed. And I think the need for Polygon MATIC is just going to go exponential. I think it's going to grow a ton. My biggest mistake when it came to Polygon is that I never took profits. So my original investment was $4,000, and it ended up going up to around $5,000, $5,200 in total value, and I never took any profits. So if I can go back in time, I probably would have sold about $1,000 worth of my Polygon MATIC, and then kept that cash for one of the other investments we're going to cover here in just a second. So the next largest part of my portfolio is the SafeMoon token at around $560. Now, SafeMoon, I originally had in there about $2,000 or so, and I bought literally at the tippity top. So like as it crashed, like that was my fault. Like somehow I caused that. Sorry for all you SafeMoon holders. SafeMoon is actually my biggest regret. I wish that I had never bought SafeMoon token. And there's a few reasons why. So it isn't that it's trading sideways. I understand that happens. No big deal. I originally bought into it just because of FOMO, fear of missing out. Everybody was talking about it. There's a ton of hype. But as a YouTuber, as you kind of dig deeper into these tokens, you start to see things that maybe you don't feel so comfortable about. And I kind of hit that point with SafeMoon. You know, I have a ton of SafeMoon videos on my channel, and I really didn't want to be a guy who perpetuates a token that I feel is a little icky. So a couple of the things that came out that really kind of hit me differently, and maybe it will for you, maybe it doesn't, maybe I'm overreacting, but there was this post on the SafeMoon subreddit about the Operation Phoenix. Now, if you're deep into SafeMoon, you know that their whole thing was creating a remittance solution for the Gambia. So as the Gambians who live in that country go to other countries to make money because they can't make it in the Gambia because there's no jobs, and they send that money back, SafeMoon was going to be used as the electronic solution to do that because it's faster, cheaper, more secure. And like, oh, that's cool, right? I mean, it kind of sounds like a scheme, but like whatever, it makes sense. Some information came out where John Carney, who's the CEO of SafeMoon, his family, his parents, who are former CIA agents, and I appreciate and respect your service, thank you, but they actually own and operate a West African development company based in, that's right, you guessed it, the Gambia. And they actually had John listed as their CTO. This is prior to them going to trips on the Gambia, them announcing that they're having the Gambia as one of their main goals and use cases for the token. And so for me, since that information was never publicly shared, it had to get dug up on the internet and posted and really kind of drowned out with only 61 upvotes in a subreddit with hundreds of thousands of users. That felt a little icky. And then if you go back and you look at the history of SafeMoon, supposedly it was originally created by a founder who said it was doing so well, it ran off and he couldn't control it. And he brought John in, who then brought in the rest of the team to help take over the program and run it. That first individual, that original owner, has never been doxxed. And if we look at some of the history here on some of the largest wallets in SafeMoon, what do you think that person's doing? So originally in March, they had 80 trillion tokens, and they're just dipping it down. So to me, unless John comes out and says otherwise, I'm led to believe that's one of his family members. That's his mom. That's his dad. And if he wants to say something different, I'd appreciate his input. But to me, it just feels super, super gross. And as a YouTuber, I refuse to use my platform and my space to perpetuate something that I think is, in the long term, just kind of scamming people, or maybe even just going about business the wrong way. So the next largest part of my portfolio is Bitcoin. So as of recording of this video, I'm a little bit ashamed to say I have only $400 in Bitcoin right now. And my biggest mistake when it came to Bitcoin is I wish I had more. Originally when I started with crypto, you see the Bitcoin price and it's tens of thousands, $30,000, $60,000. And to me, it's like, why would I throw $100 into that? Like, it didn't make sense. But it's clear now that Bitcoin is here for the long term. And when you're looking at a stable asset, crypto stable asset, that's going to continue to give you substantial year-over-year returns, taking profits from some of these altcoins and piling it into Bitcoin is going to be a key part of my strategy going into the rest of this year. So to recap, for Bitcoin, $400. As a crypto YouTuber, honestly, I'm embarrassed that I don't own more. All right, so rounding out the portfolio, I have a couple more tokens. We won't get too deep into the weeds on these, but I do have around $400 in Dogecoin that I don't know if I should sell or not. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I have around $400 in the VET token and around 157 in SOL. That is my 15,000 plus crypto portfolio. Now, as a bonus, I want to share 3 tools that I use to research crypto now to make sure I don't make those same mistakes all over again. So the first thing I have pulled up here is Messari.io. So Messari, you can just think of as an aggregator, right? Instead of having to go to 7 different websites to get information about a cryptocurrency, Messari takes all that and brings it into one clean dashboard. Now, the next tool when you go to research a crypto is going to be Lunar Crush. So Lunar Crush is a little bit different than Messari. It has some of the same dashboard analytic pieces, but what it also does is it takes a look at the social sentiment aspect and gives it a rating. So if there's a cryptocurrency that's trending on Twitter, or it kind of sparks up out of nowhere because the price went up, oftentimes that information can be seen and read through Lunar Crush. The next research tool would be Binance Research. So this actually just gives you a very simple boiled down breakdown of a cryptocurrency so you can better understand how it works. And there are some hyperlinks here at the very bottom that allow you to go to the website, their Explorer, or look at some of the technical information. But anytime I'm going to research a cryptocurrency that I don't quite understand, I come here and I type it in the search bar, and oftentimes this is a really easy way to understand some of those more complex cryptocurrencies. So that's it. So that's my $15,000 crypto portfolio. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you like? What did you hate? Definitely let me know your feedback on my SafeMoon segment. And yeah, go ahead and hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, as well as consider subscribing. YouTube is my full-time job, and I love to eat. Just look at this body. So in order to keep that food on the table, those likes and subscribes really go a long way, and I truly appreciate it. So thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.